Tune in to Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad.
On the third day of the second cricket test between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, facing innings defeat, were 115 for the loss of 6 wickets in their second inning and are on a verge of inning defeat, needing another 96 runs with 4 wickets in hand. At close of play, Liton Das was unbeaten on 30. Earlier, Sri Lanka resumed the first inning at the overnight score of 290 for the loss of 2 wickets, with Pathun Nissanka batting on 146 along with night watchman Prabath Jayasuriya, who was unbeaten on 5. Sri Lanka lost their third wicket at 305 in the 84th over. Yes, Pathun Nissanka, the unbeaten 146, added another 12 runs to his overnight score and was out after scoring 158 of 254 balls, hitting 19 fours, and he was caught by Anamul Haque off the bowling of Taijul Islam. While the fourth wicket fell at 313. 8 runs later, Dhananjaya de Silva also departed in the 86th over. He could only score 7 of 10 balls and he was legged before by Taijul Islam. While the fifth wicket fell at 335, Prabath Jayasuriya, the overnight night watchman, was out after scoring 10 of 39 balls and he was caught by Mehidy Hasan Miraz off the bowling of Rana. Then the sixth wicket fell at 384. Kamindu Mendis was the sixth to go and he made 33 of 41 balls. He was bowled by Mehidy Hasan. The seventh at 406. Sonal Dinusha was the seventh to go and he made 11 and he was also bowled by Mehidy Hasan. While the eighth wicket fell at 429, Tharindu Ratnayake was the eighth man to go in the 112th over and he made 10 and he was caught by Anamul Haque off the bowling of Taijul Islam. While the ninth wicket fell at 458, Kusal Mendis was the ninth batsman to be out and he made 84 of 87 balls, hitting 8 fours and 2 sixes with a healthy strike rate of 96. He was run out. Unfortunately, he was run out 16 runs short of his century and he was out after scoring 84. While the 10th and final wicket, back-to-back, fell at 458 as well. Ashita Fernando was the last man to go, out without scoring, caught by Shadman Islam off the bowling of Taijul Islam, while Vishwa Fernando remained unbeaten on 2. So, the highest scorer is Pathun Nissanka with 158, followed by Dinesh Chandimal with 93, and then Kusal Mendis 84, while Lahiru Odara made 40 runs and 33 by Kamindu Mendis, restricting Bangladesh in the first inning to 247, and in reply, Sri Lanka is scoring 458, taking a 211 runs first inning lead. Looking at the Bangladesh bowling, Prabath Hussain 14 overs, 55 runs and no wicket. Taijul Islam 42.5 overs, 4 maiden, 131 runs and 5 wicket. 5 for 131 from his marathon spell of 42.5 overs. Then Rana 20 overs, 1 maiden, 94 runs and 1 wicket. Mehidy Hasan Miraz 20 overs, 1 maiden, 75 runs and no wicket. Mehidy Hasan 18 overs, 4 maiden, 87 runs and 3 wicket, and Mominul Haque 2 overs, 8 runs and no wicket. Bangladesh wicketkeeper Liton Das has broken the record for most dismissals by a wicketkeeper, surpassing Mushfiqur Rahim 113 dismissals. Liton Das has now 114 dismissals by a wicketkeeper for Bangladesh, conceding a 211 runs and innings defeat, and chances of innings defeat very imminent. Bangladesh's second innings was as bad as their first inning. They were 115 for the loss of 6 wickets at close of third day's play. The second innings, they lost their first wicket at 31. Anamul Haque was the third man to go. He made 19 of 19 balls, hitting 2 fours and 1 6, caught by substitute Ratnayake off the bowling of Fernando. While the second wicket, back-to-back 2 wickets, Shadman Islam, the other opener, also fell at 31 as well in the 8th over. He made 12 of 24 balls, caught by Iglagamage off the bowling of Jayasuriya. And then the third wicket at 63. Mominul Haque departs in the 19th over. Bangladesh was 63 for 3 and Mominul Haque made 15 of 33 balls, caught by Mendes off the bowling of Dhananjaya de Silva. The fourth wicket at 70 captain Najmul Hasan Shanto depart in the 23rd over. He made 19 of 48 ball, hitting 1-4 and 1-6, and he was legged before by Dhananjaya de Silva. While the 6th wicket fell at 115 in the 39th over, and Mehidy Hasan Miraz was the 6th man to go, and he was legged before by Ratnayake. He made 11 runs, and Litton Das was unbeaten on 13 of 39 balls. Sri Lankan bowling: Ashita Fernando 8 overs 1 maiden, 22 runs and 1 wicket. Vishwa Fernando 6 overs 3 maiden, 16 runs and no wicket. Prabath Jayasuriya 15 overs 2 maiden, 47 runs and 2 wicket. Dhananjaya de Silva 4 overs 1 maiden, 13 runs and 2 wicket. Sunal Dinusha 3 overs 1 maiden, 7 runs and no wicket, while Tharindu Ratnayake 2.4 overs gave away 10 runs and captured 1 wicket. Well, another day of dominance for Sri Lanka as they come closer to wrapping up this test and the series. Dhananjaya de Silva took 2 wickets, while Jayasuriya bowled probably the best he has in a while and was rewarded with a couple of his scalps. Ashita Fernando started proceeding, and it's Tharindu Ratnayake who has finished the day with a wicket. Bangladesh still are 96 runs away from avoiding an innings defeat with only 4 wickets in hand. The day started with Bangladesh taking wickets in numbers, but Kusal Mendis 84 pushed Sri Lanka to a 211 run lead, and that lead looks like it will be enough to win the match. It's been another captivating day of Test cricket. Kusal Mendis' counter-attack balloons Sri Lanka's lead before Bangladesh collapse. His 84 of 87 balls took host to 211 up in the first inning before Sri Lankan spinners struck on a turning pitch. Sri Lanka moved within 4 wickets of sealing a series win, with Bangladesh still 96 runs adrift of their first innings lead in the second test. After a dominant second day, the hosts consolidated their command on the game with another clinical display, stretching their lead past 200 before Bangladesh collapsed in their second innings. For Sri Lanka, Prabath Jayasuriya led a spin bowling attack that sent Bangladesh scrambling, leaving them on the cusp of an innings defeat. A lead of 211 appeared impregnable on a surface that was beginning to take turn. Bangladesh's brief bright start was cut short on the cusp of tea when, off the last ball of the session, Anamul Haque eyes lit up at a short delivery, only to be beaten by the extra pace and bounce as he toe-ended it to short mid-wicket. That was the only wicket a fast bowler took for Sri Lanka in their second innings. On day 3, post-tea, Jayasuriya spun a web around the batsman Shadman Islam, nicked off to a wicketkeeper of just his second ball of the session as the straighter deliveries wreaked havoc upon the batsman's judgment. Jayasuriya was unlucky not to snare Najmul Hossain Shanto on a number of occasions when he beat the outside edge by a whisker. And when Shanto charged down the wicket without connecting, only for the wicketkeeper to fumble the gather. So the summary of the match on day 3 close of play: Bangladesh were 115 for the loss of 6 wicket in the second inning, and they still trailed by 96 runs with 4 wickets. Yes, they scored 247 in the first inning, and in reply to their first inning score of 247, Sri Lanka made 458, taking a 211 runs lead. And after conceding 211 runs, Bangladesh were 115 for 6, and they are trailing by 96 runs with 4 wickets in hand and 2 days of play still to be played. And on this note, we come to the end of our show. Till the next program, it's goodbye from Sports 360.
Keep on watching Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad for latest news, views, and interviews of sports personalities from around the world.